and a warm welcome to Media Trend on Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television to keep you updated with the gist of interesting events and happenings. On this episode, we bring recent incidents that have been blurring the internet, after which we seek the people's reactions on the streets. I am Euphemia Ijoma. To begin, popular Hollywood actor Lance Ledrick, who got into the limelight after featuring in HBO's The Wire and the John Wick movie franchise, is dead. Lance's body was discovered at his Studio City home around 9:30 a.m. The cause of his death is currently unclear, but it appears to be natural, according to the police. He was reportedly doing a press tour for the fourth installment of the John Wick franchise, which he plays Charon. He was scheduled to make a guest appearance on Kelly Clarkson's show. Lance was best known for playing fictional Baltimore Police Department officer Cedric Daniels on the hit HBO series The Wire, with his character appearing in all 5 seasons.
I'm emotional to my actors. So, if my actor is missing in the movie, there's going to be a dampened interest. He's going to be missed. But I think the movie directors, they are going to replace him with somebody that can take up that character. Or if possible, we are in the modern age, they can also do an artificial cloning for the actor so that the sales can continue.
Lance was a really great actor, and always a reaction he always gave on all his movies. Straight face, mean, the suit and the tie. He was a great actor. I could remember watching John Wick for the first time, and it was I watched it over and over again because my movie. So I really enjoyed his role in all the movies he has acted, not just John Wick but other movies, and we're gonna really miss that guy. He's like, from my own points, seeing a fellow black man that does the job, it's really good. So even if I'm in Nigeria and it's in the US, I like watching my people performing in also the acts that makes them heroic. So it's really good.
You know, in life, nothing is permanent. You know, so people come and go. They play their parts and they leave. But life goes on. You see, he played a very nice role in the former John Wick 1, 2, and 3. I think 1, 2, and 3, and he's passed on. So I think the crew can make do without him and simply move on. Like this movie, Wakanda. This Wakanda movie, yes. You know, the actor died, and there was another episode again that the sister to the actor acted. You get it? So that's life. You get it? You edit it. That's life. You get it? So you as it goes on, as life moves on, and things that happen, we readjust to make ends meet.
Sad that we lost him, and it's really sad that he was supposed to shoot for the season 4. But we believe that things, God knows the best why he left, because of course he didn't just die. I think he was having some issues with his health. But well, life still goes on, you know, with or without any of us, life will still go on. But we just pray that they get someone to replace and act better than he was, because he was really good. Yes, so that's all I can say. May he so rest in peace.
Our next item on the list for today is that of a female teacher who got social media burden after announcing that she is in a relationship with a young lad who was her pupil in primary school years ago. She shared their throwback pictures and their present look, saying she watched him grow from primary school teacher to lovers indeed.
From the little idea I have, I think the president of France did it. It's not bad. It's where love and friendships comes in. So if it happens, fine. I don't see it as a bad thing. So I feel everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do. It's just a free life. So we should just give them. It's not a bad thing. If I can see someone that will get married, that is, if I'm 50 and I see a 20 years person to get married, I'll get married, even if it's my teacher. That's not bad. It's just everybody's life. So we don't have the right to stop anybody.
Condemnable. I strongly condemn that. A teacher comes stooping low to marry a student in his class. No, it's unimaginable. I don't want to even think about it. To me, it's totally wrong. It's not unacceptable.
A man is always older, irrespective of the age. Moreover, in marriage, age doesn't count. There's no love. There's no age in love. So, there's nothing bad as long as love exists.
For me, it's not right, because you can't train a child and expect the child to be an adult in your face when you both get to that stage of relationship. For me, I can't date someone that is way younger than me or even younger than me, because a woman thinks different from a man. There's this command or authority you want to bring out in the long run, because you already know this person is younger than you. You know, there are certain decisions the person wants to make, but he already knows too that, okay, you are the senior in the age gap, so he will not want to make it to offend you, and you too will not want to accept the fact that he is a man. You understand? Because you already know his age. That's why most guys lie when they get to know that, okay, you are just senior in age, right? They get to lie just to, they feel, anyway, men are over women, the head usually. But when you get to know that, okay, I'm like, for me, I cannot date someone that is younger than me, because I already know your age. So what do you want to tell me that I don't know already?
First of all, the question we need to ask ourselves is that how old is the child, or how old is the teacher? You know, sometimes we have some schools in Nigeria these days, we employ maybe undergraduates, maybe SSC holder or OND holders in schools, and whereby maybe those teachers could be of, like, let's say 20, 22, 23, and maybe the student could be of age of, like, let's say 15, 16 and above. And you know, these days, well, I don't blame the society we find ourselves, because sometimes you see some of the children we see these days, most especially the girls, they grown above their age. You can see a girl of 18 or 16 years old, you might be looking at her, somebody of 25 years old, and you know, and so certain things that happen in society. So, man, well, before we judge or put conclusion to some certain things, first of all, we need to look at maybe what happened, the age of this person and the age of this, because sometimes age does not matter. The most important thing is that if they both of them find love and they understand themselves, because marriage is all about understanding. That's how marriage is. Like me, I'm a married man, though I believe it's all about understanding from the two parties. And so criticism will not even take anything out of it.
Right now we'll go on a break, and when we return we'll have the rest of the stories. Still watching Media Trend on ARCN TV. The next interesting one on today's episode. A Nigerian mechanic was celebrated in public by a contractor for returning the sum of 10.8 million naira that was mistakenly sent to his account. A Nigerian mechanic named Timothy was publicly celebrated for his demonstration of honesty. It was gathered that Timothy's account was mistakenly credited with the sum of 10.8 million naira, and he did not hesitate to do what was right. His boss was impressed and recommended him to whoever cared to listen that Timothy is a good person. A contractor, Timothy's boss, who made the transfer by error, made this known as he praised the mechanic for his honesty. The contractor said Timothy reported himself to him over the accidental transfer as he sought to have it returned. He added that the money was for a project and did not know it was sent to the wrong account. Giving Timothy a pat on the shoulder, the grateful contractor urged people to patronize the mechanic, saying he is a good man. Nigerian actress Kate Henshaw shared the video via her verified Twitter handle, wherein Timothy was publicly commended and she prayed for him never to lack favor, have long life and enjoy peace. People on the scene hailed Timothy, with some giving him a handshake.
I am using this opportunity to introduce this Mr. Timothy to everybody who shows concern. Yesterday around 4 p.m., I mistakenly transferred 10.8 million into his account, and he came on his own to come and return the money back to me. Jesus! He's my mechanic. If you have a car and you want somebody who is honest to repair your bill, please get this contract. This is Mr. Timothy. Nigeria again. As experience and as experience condition is, there are still very good people here. I made a mistake. I transferred 10.8 million to this young man yesterday. He's my mechanic, and he is coming here to report the money back to me. That is why I am announcing publicly, so that anybody who needs his services can contact him. He's a good man.
Hey, he's a good man, Beoga.
It honestly pays to be good and honest. From Media Trend, we are proud of you.
Wow, that is huge. That is huge. Those are the kind of people we will need in the country, because as it is now, Nigeria has an image where people are not trusted. But this goes a long way to show that there are still people that are trusted in this country. You get, for somebody who, in the situation like this in this country where there are no cash, people are suffering, there's high level of poverty, and somebody can return such amount of money that he would have used for himself and his family, it speaks volume. It goes further to show that Nigeria and Nigerians are people who are trustworthy. So the few bad eggs we have should not paint the whole country bad. You see, there are people that are really good and are really, really, really good.
Well, it's a good thing, to be honest, because there are few people out there that can really do that. For me, I think he did the right thing, just to clear his conscience. But in the situation of this country, I won't do that. I will not do it, because I need the money. Things are really tough right now. Being honest in this world will not take you anywhere. Right now in this country where we are. But I'm not saying he did the wrong thing, because that's his belief. That sometimes you do things just because you feel is right. But come on, we're all suffering. If I get that money, I'm going to use it for myself. Period.
If I would go by the present situation of the country, right? For me, I would do the same thing he did. But by the present situation of this country, a lot of people would jackpot. Like, normal, you know. So I don't know the after story like you mentioned. Was he only giving accolades, or like they just clapped for him and he went back to being a mechanic? I don't know. I want to ask you. That's a very important question. Yeah. So if the boss did the mistake, it's up to the boss to like give him a well befitting reward. But it's Nigeria. Maybe it's 10,000 naira or thank you. but it doesn't make any sense. But he could have as well taken the money and left. I would have done the same. I would have done the same. But of course they will find you. But I think what he did was really, really great, really awesome, and I want to commend him for throwing a good spotlight on Nigerians as a people. So that's good, because we have like a lot of good and bad notion about us as a people, but it's a single story. But he did great to expatiate on how positive we are, and that's really awesome.
$1 earned worth more than $1 million stolen. So whatever that is not yours is not yours. I think if you want to sell the celebration by the boss, it's worth more than 10 million. So at the end, I think it's the guy that won, the guy that returned the money. He's the winner. So $1 earned worth more than 10 stolen.
But the way Nigeria return, I won't lie, you we'll do it 50-50. Let's be sincere. But actually, it just depends your background and how you were brought up. I've seen that too. I've done it, but it's not much. So it's just to help. You don't know what the person has gone through. You don't know. So, but you're just doing it to help. And sometimes returning money is not because you want them to pay. That can open another way for you, and you can get blessed. That's just it.
Next story for today. Tonto Dike reveals how ex-husband Olakunle Churchill tricked her into marriage. Tonto Dike clarified all the issues she had with her ex-husband Olakunle, giving reasons why she decided to follow him. In an interview, the Nollywood actress shared the necessary screenshots from her WhatsApp chats with Churchill to prove that she married him with her money. Wahoo! Tonto reported that Churchill duped her into making all the expenses required to plan their wedding back in 2015. The case between Tonto Dike and her estranged husband Churchill Olakunle appears to be more complicated than the internet knows. Could that be real? Well, let's see how it goes.
But I think there's still love in the air. There's still love in the air. For them to still keep having reoccurring issues, there's still love in the air. If they are going to sort out their differences and come back, so let them do. But I don't think there's anything bad in a woman sponsoring a marriage. After all, the two were made one. And the decision was taken when the two of them agreed. So invariably, they became one when she started spending the money. So it is their money, not her money. Yeah, they had something for themselves. And you cannot deny the fact that something never went down. And so if she's asking for the money back, the guy too is going to ask for his emotions back, because the guy must have spent his emotion in the relationship. So I think it's a win-win situation. So if she doesn't want to come back to the relationship, I think she should just take it and move on.
First of all, I watched the clips and all of that. She said he told her, because he was in Ghana then, and he told her to pay, that he was going to refund her back. I don't see any big deal in you helping your partner. There's no big deal in that. It's a commitment. It's not one-sided. It's 50-50. You know, you need to bring something to be committed in a relationship. And I didn't see her doing anything wrong regarding that. But the fact that he started having a relationship with the secretary or sister per se that he claimed was, I think that's where her pains came out from, because she trusted, and the current wife was her friend. That every woman has this pain. We all have this jealousy in us that we don't want to share our own properties or our own thing, right? So I understand the fact that she's coming out now to speak. Although if I'm the person, I'll be quiet. Like, I'm not going to start making any scandal out of all of this. I'm not going to start talking for people to know what went on, because it's really not right to really say it, because the internet never forgets, right? So, but I understand her pain as a woman, that you did your best and it never came out well. You put in your best, because she came out with receipts and all of that, which we all know she's not lying. The man was lying from the onset, saying the girl, the present wife, he wasn't dating her. A woman has strong instincts. Will see what you don't see as a man, right? So I understand the fact that she's angry, but if I was her, I would just keep quiet, like let it slide. No need of making all the fuse. It doesn't worth it for me.
It's bad boss. You get. Tonto DK says something, Churchill says something. Right now I don't know have the money. You get. So I'm not even interested in the story. Like to know this is like a family issue, and they expatiated on it and it busted out. So Churchill says a big boy. Tonto DK said it was her money. Churchill brings out receipts of all he has been doing. Tonto DK says the opposite, and we are all caught up in the middle like Nigerians. But it's up to you if you want to continue the story. I really think they should get a room and sit down and talk about these things they're doing. It's guys like public embarrassment. You get. So anytime I see the story on Instagram or Instablog, I skip because it's not something I want to listen. I'll really watch. It's not. I have to focus on my own life too at some point. But I'm learning from them because not everything you put out on social media. And if you have an issue, you can discuss about it like two grown adults and find an amicable solution. If it doesn't work out, you can just separate and go your way peacefully than fighting. Fighting is not the answer.
And for the last story for today, it could be recalled that Modern Sunday celebration was on Sunday, March 19th, and a certain lady hailed her base mom on WhatsApp, appreciating her for giving birth to a young man she tagged as loving. The lady said she wished she was close by so she could stop over to spend time with her and probably make her a special meal. Is that it? Her boyfriend's mom was, however, not having it. She cautioned the lady, saying she was not yet her daughter-in-law and she should not claim her son. She scolded the lady by asking her if she spent time with her, who would do the same for her mom. The woman advised the lady not to push her luck, adding that her son may not marry her. This elicited massive reaction on social media, and here are some of the reactions. The woman just shattered her self-esteem and confidence. I hope the lady is okay, because those words were violent. Another reaction. I can't marry into that family, Sha. And the next reaction. I love this woman. Why overdo when you have your mother? So who will spend time with your own mom? It depends on how you read her response, but it was a good correction she made there. You're not my daughter-in-law yet.
I would say that it's about the way the woman took it, and also the relationship with the lady and the guy. You get, if the relationship was cordial, I don't think the woman will react that way. And before, I would advise ladies, before you send such messages, be sure of the relationship with the guy and the family. You get it. So if it's cordial, if you know you have a cordial relationship, then you can go ahead and be doing all of that. But if it's not cordial, you have to stay in your lane and make sure everything is smooth and fine before you send such messages. So I think, I'm not saying the woman did the right thing, but I think it can be avoided if the lady knows the guy and knows the kind of relationship she's into.
For me, let the woman take and suffer. And secondly, if I wish my girlfriend mother happy, if he's saying about him, then make she go sleep now. No concern me. Me, I just deduce, like, it must not be my mother before I will wish him happy. Every lady is a woman, is a mother, either big or small. So if she feel it's bad, it's her own. But I feel that was not bad. But the woman take it so harsh that it can even make, if there is a good relationship between the two kids, it will just break down, because just that little thing can cause issue.
She was really harsh. We're all human beings, and if I'm dating you, I should be able to show you the same love I have for. I should be able to show your family the same love I have for you, because without your family, especially the mom, I cannot be dating you and not like your mom. I need to love your mom because she was the reason why you came and I got to know you. So I don't see why the woman should react that way, because it's wrong. You cannot tell me I'm dating your son and I want to spend time with you and you don't want that. Or there are better ways to talk to people. You mustn't be vocal or verbal by saying you if you spend time with me, what time would you have to spend with your mom and all of that? It's wrong. I don't think it's right, because definitely the girl will have some reservations as the mother-in-law to be, right? But you should treat her as your son too, or your daughter-in-law to be, by respecting her. We all earn the respect we deserve from other people, and she making it sound as if she's trying to force herself on the mom. The guy might later on get married to this girl, and she will not want to be close to the woman again due to what she said from the onset. So I think the woman is wrong. It's not right at all.
To me, she was overreacting. She was overreacting. You know why? The guy's mom was overreacting because one, when they say celebrating of mothers, it does not mean you must celebrate your mom, your own biological mom. Every woman on earth, in as far as she's a woman, she's a mother. Whether she has a child now or not, she's a mother, and we all celebrate mother. And whereby we call it's like an agape love. We just celebrate those womb that gave birth to us. So I don't see anything wrong in that, because fine. What about tomorrow? The son eventually get married to her, and she's a person who can keep some steady things in her mind towards the reaction of her mother-in-law. Let me just now put it, her mother-in-law. And tomorrow the son is married to this same girl, and this girl choose to use those words to treat that woman, believing, madam, I could remember back in those days, and maybe she might not even tell her, but she will just put it in her mind and say, man, in pidgin, you know what that woman do me that time? I choose to take her as a mother, and she choose to push me out and said, man, to, you know, kind of stuff. And you know, there's a saying in my place in pidgin, they say, who shits they forget, but who pack can? In pidgin, we never forget. You might hurt me and you forget, but me, I will never forget.
I think that is that is a trigger for the lady. It's a trigger for the lady to show that perhaps she's not welcome in the family, and I guess that was too harsh from the supposed or the future mother-in-law. So I think she needs to watch her steps.
The reaction was a bit harsh, but for every reaction there has to be a reason. So the reasons I don't really know about, but it's good to be moderate in everything you do. So that's what I feel should be like the reaction, not coming out all outright, but bit by bit.
What time it is? Of course, it's Media Trend, and I'm sure you had a swell moment with us. Let's use this opportunity to facilitate with our Muslim faithfuls this Ramadan season. Let's do this again next week. I'm Euphemia Ijoma, thanking you for being my company.